breaking news now coming in, Kamra, triggering another controversy and mocking a child who sang for the Prime Minister.
So this is coming at a time when the comedian had made fun of the child, rather, who was interacting with the Prime Minister while he was in Berlin. And this is now triggered as a controversy because we're looking at the father of the child there who sang for the Prime Minister, now hitting back at the comedian, saying that he's more Indian than you. So this is, Pranesh, can you help us understand exactly what the earlier tweet was? Kunal Kamra there making, rather mocking the child.
You remember this little kid walking up to the Prime Minister and then singing a patriotic song. The Prime Minister heard him out, patted him on the back and then moved on. That video was so endearing that it went viral. Kunal Kamra, who calls himself a comic, has now crossed a line because there is nothing funny about what he's done. This is the video he's done with the caption now, who's done this? Then 3 emoticons here. And this is the video that Kunal Kamra has put. Now this boy's father has responded to Kunal Kamra's tweet, and allow me to read his response. He says, he's my 7-year-old son who wanted to sing this song for his beloved motherland. Though he's still very young, but certainly he loves his country more than you, Mr. Kamra or Kachra. Whatever you are, keep the poor boy out of your filthy politics and try to work on your poor jokes. Now, this is the boy whose clip had gone viral. I don't know what motivated Kunal Kamra to put out this video, whether he did this, someone else did it, but this was tweeted by Kunal Kamra. And that did not go down well with the boy's father, which is why he has now put out this tweet clearly taking on Kunal Kamra and saying that this is not just in bad taste, you should pull it down.
That's right. Pranesh, stay with us. We have Shehzad Poonawala of the BJP also with us. Shehzad, how much is too much? Now we have Kunal Kamra poking fun at a 7-year-old. He's at the receiving end only because he sang a song with the Prime Minister there.
You know, everybody has a right to criticize the Prime Minister, to criticize the BJP, to be frustrated that you're out of power, that a humble chaiwala today represents the great nation of India in foreign lands. But that apart, no matter how frustrated you are, to use a 7-year-old as part of your political propaganda. Yesterday we saw how the Congress party tried to Photoshop a picture of Nehru in between German Chancellor and Prime Minister. Today you have Congress-sponsored artists and comedians trying to use a 7-year-old's audio and morph it and use it. So I think he owes an apology to the family, and I'm sure that it would be gracious on his part to extend an unconditional apology to the family, because using a 7-year-old for political point scoring is just cheap, and it just it doesn't behove of anybody who calls themselves or labels themselves as an artist or a liberal voice or whatever they like to call them.
Because, Shehzad, exactly when should one know where to draw the line? Because if you're mocking and dragging a 7-year-old, exactly, there was no fault of his. Why unnecessary build such kind of a controversy over the little child?
You know, the thing is that there is an ecosystem of people who believe that they are destined to be in power forever. And because they are so frustrated right now, they will use anything that comes to them, including a 7-year-old child's innocent love for the nation, to mock it, to show the Prime Minister down. Now, unfortunately, this frustration, I mean, it has consequences on people. The father is very perturbed. The child is very perturbed. And I think it is also an offense under the laws that we have in this country to use a child for your political ends in this manner. So I would therefore think good sense should prevail. And the so-called Congress comedian should, and there are more than one in the Congress party, they should go and apologize to the family unconditionally and take that content down.
Okay, Shehzad, thank you for joining us with your thoughts on that. Let's show that video to our viewers as well. This is a video that has garnered such hate. Take a look.
सुधाकर, बेहद ही अच्छी तस्वीर हम इसे कह सकते हैं। साफ तौर पर जो यहाँ पर भारतीय हैं वो उन्होंने जोरदार स्वागत किया है। छोटे छोटे बच्चे प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी से यहाँ पर बात कर रहे हैं। सुधाकर,
So the child there, and he was singing this patriotic song to the Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister, though, was fully involved and was listening to it intently, and also patted on the back of the child, saying that he is very proud, and shabash, that is what he had said, the Prime Minister, to the child. Of course, it has now garnered a lot of headlines at this point when the Prime Minister was interacting with the Indian community there, where this child actually had gained a lot of popularity, and he was actually being appreciated for his song and for his love for his motherland, but unfortunately he is now being dragged into dirty politics there.